Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Family Frenzy Vlogs. How are you guys doing today? So I am back with another video. Actually, another delicious recipe that is. So today we are making southern fried pork chops. That's right, some southern fried pork chops. I love me some good old southern fried pork chops. I'll eat them fried, I'll eat them smothered, I'll eat them baked, I'll eat them grilled. You get the picture. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna make some southern fried pork chops today, and I'm gonna show you how I make mine. And you can pretty much customize your recipe to your liking, but I'm pretty much giving a suggestion. This is what my family love. They said they love my pork chops. So I'm going to share the recipe with you guys, and again, you can choose whether you want to use the exact recipe or if you want to change it up a little bit. Okay, so I've already pretty much prepped my station here, and I'm going to pretty much show you what I have ready, and here we go with the recipe. Okay guys, so I just flipped you around so you can see my station here. I prepped this already, and I pretty much took my pork chops and cleaned them thoroughly with cold water and lemon juice. Okay, so after I cleaned the pork chops, I dried them and placed them onto this piece of foil. This is where I'm going to season the meat. I also have my seasonings prepped as well. Okay, now I also have my frying pan over here. I added some vegetable oil, and we're going to preheat this oil because when you're cooking southern fried pork chops, your oil has to be hot. Okay, you don't want the temperature too cool, because then your pork chops are not going to fry up properly. Okay, again, I'm not really one to measure. I eyeball everything, so just know that when I use my oil, I don't submerge my whole pork chops into the oil. Okay, I don't usually submerge it. If you submerge it, it's fine. You know, that's just me. I don't usually use too much oil in the pan. Okay, sometimes I may choose to use my deep fryer as well, but today I'm using a traditional frying pan to fry these pork chops. All right, so let's take a look at the seasonings. Okay, actually, let me move this. This is my flour. Guys, how do you guys store flour and sugar? I pretty much got this from Walmart. It's just a plastic container, as you can see. This is where I store my flour, my sugar, and rice. I pretty much store them in plastic containers like this. I just find it more convenient. You know, we pretty much just go in, when we're getting rice, we have the little scooper there. Just scoop it up. Just scoop up the sugar, and then we have the flour here. But for this recipe, what I'm going to do is I got a Ziploc bag here. Once the meat is seasoned, we're going to place the meat into the Ziploc bag, and we're going to shake it up real good and coat that meat in the flour. Okay, the flour is what's going to give it that crunchy texture. Okay, I don't season my flour. A lot of people season their flour. I just season my meat. I've seasoned my flour a couple of times, but I prefer not to. I'll just season the meat and call it a day. All right, so these are the seasonings that I use for my pork chops. Okay, now again, you can make this recipe your own. This is what I like to use. As you can see, I do use several different types of salts. Okay, you have to be careful when you're using different types of salts. So I usually make sure I balance out the amount of salt that I use so that my meat is not salty. But when I use a combination of the Adobo, the Lawry's seasoned salt, the Lawry's garlic salt. I love this garlic salt because it's more coarse and it has parsley flakes in it. I also use lemon pepper, ground black pepper, onion powder, parsley flakes, and also paprika for color. Paprika don't really have much of a flavor. It just gives your meats a very nice color. They do have a smoked paprika though, and I usually like using the smoked paprika with seafood. It's really good when I make my seafood butter sauce, when we have crab legs or either crawfish. I make a really mean seafood butter that you can dip your crab meat and your crawfish in. Really good. Maybe I'll share that with you guys one day. But today is the pork chops. So I'm gonna just take some time to open these seasonings, and I'm pretty much using one hand, guys, because my tripod is not cooperating with me today. So I'm gonna use one hand so you can see exactly how much seasoning I use on our pork chops. Just give me 1 second. Okay guys, here we go. So I'm gonna grab the adobo, and right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting a dusting on the meat. Okay, not a lot, not a heaping amount of seasoning on your chops, not a heaping amount, just a light dusting, because again we're using different types of salts. Then I'm gonna go in with the Lawry seasoning salt, a light dusting on all of the pork chops. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the garlic. Okay, light dusting. Okay, just enough for flavor. Next is going to be the lemon pepper. This is what really give your pork chops that pop. It give it that flavor pop. I'm telling you guys, this lemon pepper is a game changer right here. So you're going to use a little bit of that. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to go in with some black pepper. Okay, not a lot, just a little bit, because you just used that lemon pepper, so you don't need a lot, just a little bit. Okay, next we're going to go in with that onion powder. This is a staple in our kitchen. We use onion powder in almost everything, not only our meats, but this is really good in your vegetables. It's really good in eggs. Like, you could pretty much put this onion powder on anything, and it really boosts up the flavor in your foods. Again, this is onion powder. This is not a salt. This is just for that onion flavor. Okay, next we're going to add some parsley flakes. This is just for color. Parsley do not have any type of flavor or anything like that. It's just for color. Okay, I could get a little bougie sometimes when I cook. But leave it up to hubby. He think I'm bougie all the time, but I think not. All right, so and last we're going to use the paprika. Again, the paprika is just going to give your chops that really nice color after it's done. Okay, again, this do not have any type of flavoring, at least I don't think so. The only type of paprika that really have flavoring is a smoked paprika. You know, that's just my opinion. Okay, all right, so the first side is seasoned. So now what you're gonna do is flip it over, and you're gonna season the other side the same exact way. Okay, so I'm gonna pretty much take care of this now, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm done seasoning the other side of the pork chops. So right now I'm just gonna let them rest here, okay, while my oil heat up. I have the oil on like a medium high heat. Sure if you guys can see that. Let's show you how high it is. Okay, you don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. So we're gonna wait for the oil to heat up, and then we're gonna place these pork chops into this little bag that I have here, this Ziploc bag, and we're gonna shake it up real good. We're gonna get it nicely coated with that flour, and we're gonna place these pork chops into the frying pan. And also, just so you know, like when you're making pork chops, it's like you're making fried chicken. You know, it's the same exact concept. You want to use the correct seasonings. You know, you want to make sure your meat is seasoned. Okay, that's the main thing to making your food taste good. Okay, so you're just going to use your preferred seasonings. You're going to prep your oil, you're going to prep your flour, and you're going to throw it on in the pan. Okay, you need to make sure you keep an eye on it. Once you see that meat starting to get golden brown on one side, then you flip it over. Right, you just flip it over and let it go for itself. But I'm gonna show you how these pork chops gonna cook up. They're gonna be delicious. Trust and believe, they're gonna be delicious. So guys, another thing, if you're not sure if your oil is hot enough, what you need to do is take a pinch of your flour and you're gonna just sprinkle a few drops of flour into that oil. If it sizzles, your oil is ready. If your flour don't sizzle, that means it's not hot enough. It's not hot enough. You have to let it get a little hot. So I'm gonna test my oil right now and show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I just have a pinch of flour in my hand. Not a lot, just a pinch, okay? And I'm just gonna put it into the oil. Let's see if it sizzles. Yep, it got a little sizzle. I'm not sure if you was able to see that, but yes, it has a nice little sizzle going on right there. So now I'm gonna just prep the meat into the flour, and I'm gonna get ready to put my meat into the pan.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm at dream at midnight.
Okay guys, as you can see, I pretty much shook off the excess flour as I was taking it out of the bag, okay? And I just laid them here. So now I'm getting ready to place them into the frying pan, okay? After I shook the meat into the flour, I also washed my hands very well. So I just grabbed the tongue, okay? It's just a little easier placing your meat into the frying pan with the tongue after you put the flour on. Okay, so we're just going to place this into the frying pan gently. Okay, look at that. That's good to go. I'm going to go over here to the next one. I'm going to place it into the frying pan gently. Okay, and then we're going to go on to the next. Come on and get on this tongue. Okay, you don't want to overcrowd your pan. Okay, as you can see, there is still a little space in between the 3 chops that I have here. These are pretty large sizes, so of course I'm only going to put 3. Okay, I'm going to let these fry up until they're golden brown on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, guys, I also forgot to tell you that some people actually like to put a egg wash on their meat before they place it into the flour, just to give it that extra crunch. I normally don't do that. I try to find quick and easy ways to cook my food, so I don't usually go through the extra steps, but I just wanted to add that you can do that as well. If you like your meat extra crunchy, just get a couple of eggs, or maybe like 3 eggs, depending on how much meat you're fixing. Whip it up really good as if you was getting ready to scramble them. But you'll just pretty much dip your meat into the egg wash after you season them. And again, I don't really like doing that, because once I season my meat and I dip it in a liquid, like, is washing off the seasoning I just put on there. Not all of it, I understand it, but I just prefer not to do that. But you can, if you wish, you can use the egg wash as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to think what I'm gonna pair with my pork chops. We have some broccoli in there. I'll probably get some broccoli, steam some broccoli, and have some white rice probably. Nice simple meal. This is gonna take probably about 20 to 25 minutes. I don't have a lot of meat to cook, so it's not gonna take me long at all. Okay. All right. So let me get back over here. And thank you guys again so much for hanging with me. We really appreciate your support. You see, we gained a few more subscribers. We thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please tell your family, your friends, your cousins, your uncles. Tell everybody to please subscribe to our channel. We have some good content coming for you guys. We're also about to go on vacation, so I'm going to be bringing you a packing vlog soon. And we are also going to be doing a travel vlog. So it's going to be fun, guys. So I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to it. Time to flip. Okay. So you see how it's nice and golden brown right there? I'm going to flip that baby on over. Look at that. Look at that. If you could smell this right now. It is smelling good up in my kitchen. Look at that. Nice and golden brown. That's what I'm talking about. Let's flip this baby over. That's what's up, guys. Look at that. I hope you guys try this recipe. Let me finish these up, and I'm going to put the other ones in. Okay, as you can see, I got a bowl here, and I put some paper towels inside the bottom of the bowl. So this is going to catch the grease, okay? Because you don't want to be eating any greasy meat. So you just get a bowl or a pan, whatever you're using. Just top it with, you know, a couple of layers of paper towels so it can catch that grease. And then you'll be ready to place the meat into the bowl after it's finished cooking, okay? Okay guys, the last batch is in. So we're going to wait until these babies are ready. We're going to place them into the bowl with the rest of the meat. Okay. Also guys, also, you know how some people don't like getting their hands dirty when they're cooking? I always said, you can't be afraid to get your hands dirty when you're cooking dinner. You understand what I'm saying? A real cook get their hands dirty. But one thing that you can do though, when you're cooking, especially when you're frying meat, if you're gonna be using flour and you just don't want to get your hands dirty, you can always grab some latex gloves, right? You could grab some gloves, you know, kitchen gloves that people use in the kitchen, and use that, you know, while you're flouring your meat. Okay, there's always soap and water as well. But yeah, you can always find ways around trying to be a little neater and cleaner in the kitchen. Okay. Also, another thing that I like to do is cook and clean when I'm making my dinner, so I'm not piling up dishes. It drives me crazy if I'm fixing dinner and the dishes are piling up in the sink. As soon as I'm done using it, I'll wash them and I'll put them away. Less dishes you have to deal with at the end of the night. Okay, so you cook your dinner, prep Prep your vegetables, you know, prep your meat. Place them into serving dishes. Okay guys, so I have some extra flour inside this Ziploc bag that I just used. Don't get rid of this. You can reuse this. Don't throw it away. This is good flour. So what I'll do is I'll just keep it inside the bag that it's in. And I'm going to place it right into the refrigerator. So whenever I fry my next piece of meat, whether it be chicken, steak, fish, no, because I like to use fish fry. Did I say that right? Was I talking about fish fry? I like to use fish fry for my fish, but I'll use regular flour for any type of meat that I would like to fry. Chicken, steaks, pork chops, yeah. So I'm gonna place this flour right into the refrigerator. We're gonna reuse this, okay? We're not gonna throw that away at all. So like I said, I like to cook and clean. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit while the last batch of meat is in the frying pan. Now I'm gonna pick y'all up and I'm gonna show you what this good old southern fried pork chops look like. Okay? Guys, you better stop playing with me. These pork chops smell so delicious. Look at that golden brown. Nice and crunchy on the outside. Guys, I can't wait. I can't wait until the other food get done. I gotta break me off a piece right now. I have to. I have to, y'all. I have to. Hold on. Guys, I just cannot wait. I gotta get me a piece of this pork chop right now. Let me put my flour in the refrigerator. And I got my knife. Let me get me a piece of paper towel. And we gotta try a piece of this meat right now. And you know what? You can't have a pork chop without some good old red hot sauce. You can't do it. Gotta have that hot sauce, y'all. But let me see. We're about to try this right now. I'm just gonna take a little piece. Just a little piece because I still have to make the other food. But I need to try this now, y'all. This is just looking too good. Make sure I don't burn my mouth. Put hot sauce on that. I usually have some bread with this, y'all, but I'm just sampling right now. Remember, if you watch my videos, remember I always said I cook and I taste, but unfortunately with something like this, I can't taste while it's cooking. I have to wait until it's done, but I still cook and taste. Y'all, oh my God, those pork chops are so delicious. I'm telling you, that lemon pepper makes a difference. Trust and believe. It is so good. It is so good. All right, just one more piece. One more piece. I promise I'm not gonna eat any more until the rest of the food is done. Just one more piece. I'm telling you, if you use this recipe, you're not gonna be able to take just one bite at all. You're not gonna be able to take just one bite. If you follow this recipe exactly the way I showed you at the beginning of this video, you're not gonna be able to take just one bite at all. Gosh, delicious, delicious. Try this recipe, guys, and let me know what you think. I mean, am I bugging? Is my family bugging? Let me know. Those are some good pork chops. Okay. All right, so I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you guys again for watching. We love you so much. We appreciate you. And we will see you on the next one. Bye.